your album Sand and Soil, where did the title come from?
Well, the material that we ended up putting on the album was taken from quite a long time period, because we obviously started back in the Kings of Calicut, and then the duo kind of started from there, and we recorded a few bits and bobs there, and then Saul went off to have a baby, and
I didn't have a baby.
Didn't you?
No. You know, physiologically impossible.
Well, you are a trained pharmacist, I suppose.
Yes,
You know about that.
Doesn't help me conceive, does it?
No.
No. Yes.
So that kind of stopped it there for a while, and then we got back together again and did some stuff with my dad, Mark Colgan, for a while, and recorded another little bit and stuff there, and.
That's when I went off to have babies.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Okay.
And actually, what I did is I went off and got a job to pay the mortgage.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
And then yes, so there was another gap, and then eventually when we came to record the other stuff like Lazy Farmer and stuff, but looking back at all the material, I realised that most of it was either about farmers or about sailors, or some of the titles of the tunes were things that had stuff to do with the land or stuff to do with the sea. So that's kind of the idea behind it.
So, I mean, listening to the album, you can't really tell that the recording spanned such a long period of time. So, did you have to put a lot of thought into which performances you used and making it into a cohesive album?
I think we have to give a fantastic amount of credit to Josh Clark at Get Real Records for that. He worked very hard on it. The stuff that we recorded with Mac's dad only existed on a cassette, not even a DAT. Not even a digital copy, because the studio that we recorded it in burnt down and the guy who owned it died. So between those two things, there was no way of retrieving that, and he had a cassette of it. And somehow, I don't know, I don't even want to know how, Josh Clark has managed to get that to the standard of the rest of it. With regards to the rest of the material, we did have an existing version of Lazy Farmer, but we just fancied re-recording it.
Well, we found some extra verses, didn't we?
Yes, extra verses became apparent, so we wanted to do another version of that. But the Wobbly Cat set, that's original. Sweetness of Mary set is original. Those two were recorded in Reading in '96, and we did have a digital copy of that. But no, really, the couple of there's 3 tracks, isn't it, that we did with your dad and
3 with my dad, and and then the 3 from before. Then obviously we did the re-record of Lazy Farmer, and the others were done at the time of making the album.
But he did an amazing job.
It was down to Josh really, with his. He's just an absolutely amazing sound engineer and producer, and he spent a lot of time matching them up.
Great restoration job. That's
Very
really,
great,
really clever.
Yeah, well done, Josh.
Was there a time when you thought maybe it wouldn't get done?
Oh yeah, yeah. There was a lot of the time, most of it up until the time it actually got done. It was, I mean, like Saul was saying, it was sat in just, some of it was just in the cassette form that I just took away from the studio on the day, just to listen to, and that didn't go anywhere for a while because for various reasons. Well, my dad moved to America, and just other things just got in the way, but. Yeah, it was a case of kind of just thinking, right, we either do it now, or the material's just going to get lost, and it will just be, just a case of either starting again from scratch, or it just wouldn't happen at all.
Was there a lot of material that didn't make it onto the final album?
Yeah, I mean we have about a 2:45 set, obviously, because we gig. And the album's, what, 55 minutes long?
I think it's less than that.
So yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that we do that didn't make it onto the album that we just keep for live, and maybe we'd think about another album, we could include some of that. But
that being about 2020?
Yeah.
That's a little soon, actually.
Yeah, no.
Surely 2026.
No, I have got plans for another album.
Have you?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I've been meaning to talk to you about
saving up then, didn't I?
That's an exclusive.
Yeah. No, yeah, kind of.
Yes, it is.
A working idea at the moment for the next album is that I'm planning on writing a lot more of it. And the way I think it's going to go is I'm going to try and take a lot of traditional words that haven't been used for a long time. We haven't got well-known melodies already, and just write new songs for the traditional words, and sort of just move things on a bit that way. I just quite fancy putting a bit more of my writing into the next one. And
I'll come up with some stupidly named tunes.
and you can write some of those. That'd be great. What I'd really like to do is to get a good chunk of festies sorted for next year. I mean, because of the constraints that I'm in several other bands, and Saul's in 20 or something.
11 to 12 other bands.
Yes. So it's a matter of real juggle trying to get space in the calendar to try and find a place to put us. But the kind of idea is to try and do festivals rather than try and fit in big tours or anything. So yeah, we're looking to try and somehow sort
more festivals.
Festivals.
We've got a few this year, and that's nice.
Yeah, we had a few this year. We had a few last year.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the kind of the road we'd like to go down if we can.
Because it's good doing festivals.
It's great, isn't
And
it?
we are funny.
Do you think?
Yeah.
So where can we see you over the summer?
We're at Oxford Folk Festival. That's not that far off. We're supporting Bellahead that night, so that'll be messy.
That'll be a great night.
Yeah. And then we're at Sidmouth. Oh, we were at Glastonbury as well.
Yes.
Headlining Glastonbury.
Yes.
The bandstand stage. Which is a wonderful little stage. I don't know if you've been to Glastonbury. You have. Have you come across the bandstand? It's in the middle of the marketplace, right? So the marketplace is just lots of people selling you lots of things. And stuck in the middle, it just looks like a Victorian bandstand in the middle of a field. It's a bit weird, and that's the gig. It's brilliant. If it's raining, you play to 3 people. But it's fine. We always have a whale of a time there, don't we?
Yeah,
Silly.
Yeah, it's great.
We're like children running around, like woohoo!
Yeah. Well, we just go around and see all our mates as
Yeah,
well.
exactly.
See who's playing where.
Well, there's often
really
a
good
session at the Avalon beer tent as well, which is normally run by people like Laurel Swift, Nick Cook, Benji Kirkpatrick, people like that. So they're all our friends, and we just go and if we play, we get a beer. So that's nice.
Did a little and Bath.
Yes, Bath Festival.
Yeah, the
straight
first,
after Sidmouth.
Yeah, the first Bath Folk Festival, which is it can be very exciting because it's my hometown, and it's obviously where we had the album launch. So it's fantastic to go back and play there at the inaugural folk festival. It'll be grand. I think we're on with Nancy and James and
Rob.
Rob.
Oh.
Rob Ron. Yeah.
Covering.
Right. Yeah. Them.
What a great name that was. Yeah. Yes. So that's what we're up to. We might try and put in a tour either late this year or early next year.
Yeah. Well,
but a little short, sweet week or two.
Yeah, maybe in the autumn.
Yeah.
If we can get.
We should sort out an agent and all the rest of it. But yeah.
Yeah, that is kind of the missing link at the moment. It's quite tough trying to get an agent, but yes, we're pressing on, and yeah, hopefully we'll be out and about.